What up? STS here with another simple review. It is midnight, August 29th, so I should have this uploaded later tonight. I went and I did the terrible rant of Against the Dark with Steven Seagal, which made me know I can't just hate on Steven Seagal. I don't. I mean, it's just the film was crap. It's just first ever war film. But earlier today, I went to the library and I got me some new films, action films. I mean, with Steven Seagal, B movies, and he's probably gonna be throughout the whole scenes probably. But other than that, this film right here is a B movie from Uwe Boll. I don't know how you even say his name. Uwe Boll, or I don't know how you even say it. This film I actually seen. Well, actually, I was on worldstarhiphop.com, and I usually go for fights and stuff, and there's some rap music videos and whatnot, and they're trending videos all over the internet. Well, there was this game out called Hatred, or something like that, and it looked like a Peter Still or Nathan Explosion from Death Clock, looking like you just kill people, police officers, whatever people, you know. And but then there was a comment saying, "Oh man, this game's it's just like Rampage, the movie Rampage," and I'm like, So I ended up searching it, and it's with Brendan Fletcher, which he does a bunch of independent movies. He's been in Freddy vs. Jason and some other stuff. He's a Canadian actor, and he plays this 23-year-old guy he's bored and pissed off, and he lives with his mom, his parents, and his first scene he wakes up, you know, he's just working on, and he goes in there, oh, his parents want him to move out, which his dad, which is his dad's Matt Frewer, which who was the principal for National Independence Senior Trip years ago. But other than that, like I said before, that movie's Rampage. This film, B-movie, independent movie, whatnot, has got to be. It's a mass murder. Fuck everybody. I'm killing everyone. Look at the back. I mean, the back says angry, sadistic, fun. And some people, I see the ratings, oh, it's unwatchable and whatnot. It's a damn movie. When I watch this stuff, people getting killed left, right, it doesn't make me want to kill people. I played GoldenEye, I played Call of Duty and whatnot. Does it make me kill people? No. Does it make me shoot somebody? No. What you do is watch a movie, and you're fine. But Rampage, I finally got it because it's fine. Rampage 2, Capital Punishment is the second movie I want to watch. I'll do my review of it whenever I get the chance to. It's on Netflix, supposedly. Hope it is. I couldn't find this because I remember I saw this at Family Video years ago. And I thought I was just a paint guy, but that's him with all this shit on. He's got a paintball mask on, but he has his steel armor. Unbelievable. But let's just go on to it. I mean, but it begins with him, you know, and he's, like I said before I end up telling the story, his parents just tell him, hey, you know, we want you to move out, you know, and he's like, well, I need help, you know, and, you know, you guys said, you guys help me, he works a mechanic job, but he says, oh, we'll talk about it later. And he goes to work, and, well, before he goes to the coffee shop, and he wants this caramel macchiato or whatever with extra foam, and the guy's like, I'll make the best coffee in the world. And he said, well, I'm not paying for it because this is not right. Yeah, it is. This is right, you know. And motherfucker doesn't look. And he says, fuck you, fuck your $4.50. And he want his money back, but he want to pay back. Well, I make the best damn coffee here. And he just laughs at him. But later on, he has a best friend. Well, I mean, Evan. He's like a protesting guy. He protests about stuff with the government and whatnot. They go to this place called Chicken Den, and then this bitch cashier they get her food, and then they eat it, and then she just comes there. Like, I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she's trying to clean the tables and whatnot. And then the shit goes everywhere. It's like, what the fuck? His day was going shitty. And then he was getting his job, and he wanted to get a raise, but his boss was just being a prick to him. It's like, what the fuck? He's having such a shitty day. And then, you know, and he said, you know, I'm gonna have a good day tomorrow. So the next day, he's printing out fake money and whatnot. You know, it's kind of fitting. And he's listening to his friend Evan's speeches on the computer or wherever their fictionary YouTube is or wherever it's called. I didn't see what kind of fiction it was, but he ends up doing that. And because I've seen clips of this, but I haven't seen the full movie. But they end up going to. And that's when it all starts. So it's just good. He gets it all stuff ready and tells his parents. Well, he did tell them because they were going to move out, and he's like, tomorrow I'm going to start doing some. He does this alibi or just this saying says, I'm gonna go look for some college applications and do my search and be a technical engineer or whatnot. He then goes to, but then that day it's when he gets this stuff ready because he did order stuff from. Or something, because he had boxes or something like that. But he gets his stuff and he gets ready and stuff, and he gets in one car, which I don't know where these cars come from. There's 3 cars basically this whole movie. He basically planned this whole out because at the very end, because he has one car, and then there's a remote control van, which he gets in there and he has his mask on. He has a remote control. He's in this one car. He has a remote control, and he turns around and he hits this one car, but he goes straight to the police station. It was like a paying homage, the B version way of paying homage to the Terminator, where Arnold Schwarzenegger goes, "I'll be back," and hits him with the the car at the police station. But then they open, freeze! What the fuck, cops? You're gonna do freeze? And then the car just wrecked. How in the fuck do you think it was a robbery? I mean, what the hell? And looking back, there's a bomb, and he hits a switch, detonates it, everybody explodes, and after that, here we go. After that, he gets out of the car, and here we go. The mass murdering has begun. He goes in the street, one-man army. OMA, fuck everybody. Anybody in sight, he gets his Uzis. Which, we could hear, I mean, he has an assault rifle, like an assault rifle, but he mostly uses the Uzis, basically. So that's kind of a miscue. Well, this right here he does it. It's a pretty cool shot. And I don't understand the helicopters in the background. There was no helicopters there. Like, this make it looks like he's Godzilla in a way. It was big, but I mean, he's just destroying people left and right. I don't think he didn't harm any kids. He goes in there and then he goes to the coffee shop and he goes on with that stuff. You know what I mean? He says, make the same thing. He said, the Carmen Macchiato. He said, make it depend on your life, And he fucks up basically. He says, "Motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you 5 more seconds." The guy said, "How are you? Are you serious? You think I'm fucking serious?" But he ends up telling you have 5 seconds, or I'm gonna kill you. But he ends up going over there to the 5 seconds. "Oh, you little bitch!" And shuts him too. And then the cops come, and then, which I've seen the scene before, and this motherfucker steel outfit, a steel bulletproof vest. I mean, unbelievable. He ended up getting him, and then he gets up, he hides up because he's reloading, and he just shoots those fuckers. I mean, these people are stupid. He then goes back to the killing everybody. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I don't care for the people. Let's just eliminate everybody. Fuck the government, everything else. He's just unbelievable. I never thought I would see a film like this in the world. And also, I mean, some movies I read spoilers. And if it's bringing in, he don't die at the end. So I'll keep going on, but he just kills everybody. And there's a moment where he goes in a bingo hall, which is all mostly elderly people and stuff like that. Which I thought, he just goes in there's a far shot because it's the whole bingo in it. You see him coming in there. And he just looks around and he's unnoticed. Like there's so many people, but he has guns and everything. No one cares. They don't care. And he sits there, and then he goes to the store. Hey, he goes to this restaurant that's connected to the bingo hall, and he says, "Hey, give me something to eat." And he gets something to eat and stuff, and then he said that. And there's this guy here to wear hairnets. I mean, that looks stupid. Why do you have to wear that for? But it's always free charge. He gets a sandwich and drink, and just sits there. Then he goes up to the top, and I feel like, oh, this is it, because he's gonna go up with the person who's doing E17. She's like, he grabs it like E17, E17. She's like, sir. So I was like, oh shit. She's gonna piss him off. And he's gonna snap. But he doesn't. He just walks back, and everybody just looks at him. But no. And then I saw on the Wikipedia what stuff, and it said realizing the elderly are gonna die anyway. They're close to death, or anyway. What's the point? more killing, whatnot. Grabs his car, but then you get these little officers, the sheriff, whatever, and then he ends up going to the. Well, he goes to a bank, and before, like I said, he printed fake money. He went to this bank and killed people. And these dumbasses, there's just some people trying to stick up being vigilante or being up for everybody. Miserably. He slashes one guy in the neck, and then he kills these other people. I mean, these people are so stupid. Like, this guy has a steel force. I would not want to go close to this man. You are stupid. When you go close to this guy, you are fucked. These guns, get away. I mean, it's not possible. He tells the bank manager to get the money, get some money, and the guy's taking forever. He's so nervous, but he gets the money. He don't kill some of the people, though. But then he goes outside, and then I was like, what the fuck? He's like, your money is worthless. And he gets all the money, which basically was the fake money. He just lit it all up, you know. Then he gets out and he goes down across country and he calls his friend Evan, which he's at a paintball thing. They're supposed to do something today, so yeah, he was getting a paintball thing. He's like, where are you at? I've been here for 45 minutes. He's like, I've been doing stuff for my parents, man. He's on the phone like, I've been doing stuff for my parents. So I'm about to leave. He's like, no, I'll be there in a minute. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you. But Evan's playing with shots of him shooting the guns and whatnot. But they end up going to actually almost last standoff. These sheriffs come in, but he already expected this was going to happen. He puts this bomb out that's a couple yards away, and he goes up more. And then these people comes like, oh, God, here we go. And he's like, not my watch. He's like, one, 3 people I think got one of the coppers, boom, but he then goes off on them and kills them both twice or something. I think it was the same bomb still. And the sheriff guy, I mean, trying to make a little thing. Says, I'm going after the suspect. And you can forget the movie, there was all, because he has a police scanner. Like, he said, oh, the madman, this guy's been killing. And he ended up killing 93 people. 93 people in this world, and in the city he lives in, a boredom, claustrophobic city. Then he gets an arena and stuff, and I'm like, not the arena, but the forest. And then the guy follows him, and he gets him, slashes him, stabs him right in the chest or whatever, and he's bleeding profusely. And he's dead. So he gets him, and then he goes up and scares Evan or whatnot, and says, hey, so what took you so long? So I was thinking, I mean, did he know that he was doing this? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Because when they were at chicken dinner earlier on the thing, the day before, he's saying, like, you know, I got to call off work, and we got to do this tomorrow. I got to call off work. But he ends up knowing, he goes up there, because I didn't see this spoiler. I only saw the second Rampage spoiler, and he don't die in the second one either. But he ends up giving he's showing that he's the duffel bag full of money. He's like, what the hell did you get this for? It's money and stuff. And he's like, heaven. And he just tases him. And then he says, you know, this is what you wanted to know, all this stuff, like what you're going to do. Because he was a protester, just kept talking, but never did any action. And Brendan Fletcher's character, Bill Williamson, I think, let's see what, Bill Williamson. And he said, I mean, he's going to do it, and he makes him kill himself, or he shoots him. And then he puts all the armor and stuff, puts it on him, thinking that he did it, and then he killed himself. He gets out, and then there's a small car, because he had the small car first started, and he had this new, I mean, he planned this out, and it was unbelievable. Then he burns the rest of the material, then he gets out, and then he goes back home, and then, well, before that, his mom did call him, and said, oh, what are you doing, where are you at, you know, I'm at home. I mean, he had a basement. I mean, he was in the garage, and no one would come in there. I mean, there's an outlet, but then he knew this would happen. Like, oh, the Rampage would be in there. I mean, he knew that they would stay wherever they're at. But he came back watching, and he found it was Evan, and then he was watching the TV. It showed Evan, that was him, and like, oh, it was their friend. What the heck, you know? And then they were showing footage that they arrested his father, who was a hardcore activist or against the government in the 60s back in Vietnam. They arrested him for some reason because of the connection of it. Thinking, you know, he put up his son to do it. And he was like, there was a little, you can already see him, but I saw some of the deleted scenes on here because it showed some scenes I'll talk about. But he ends up, you know, that was Bill Williamson, you know, that stuff. And Then at the very end, but then he just goes in his room and packs a suitcase out with money and stuff, and then he puts a video out like what Evan was doing, but his own words. It comes on, and it's a downward spiral. What do these people? I'm gonna kill them. And then he disappeared that night, and the video came on the internet a couple years later. So, but that was the movie, and I just saw some deleted scenes. Because you don't see the dad. You don't hardly see him. He's just with the TV in there when he's watching. But there's a thing where he called Evan, and Evan said, I'm with Bill, playing paintball today and whatnot. And then there's another scene with him. He called Bill, their dad, Evan's father called him, like, you're gonna pay for this one. And he's like, I was doing stuff for my parents for college applications and whatnot. And you're gonna pay, and that was it. So not much deleted scenes. There is an audio commentary on here. The only special features they got on here is a trailer, deleted scenes, and audio commentary. I don't know. It's maybe listen to the audio commentary. I don't know who's in the audio commentary. I might have to check on the internet, but me as a Christian man, I went devout Christian, but then again, you have your sense of humor. You got your little outburst. I think of Rampage, of just killing everybody, but then again, I don't. But that's what you have movies, and that's what you have video games for. Your own fantasies and your imagination. Would I do it for real? No, not like that. But at the end of the day, it's pretty good. So, recommend it. Absolutely. It's like a video game, and kill and beyond, and he lives, and he's smart. Before it even started, this guy knew what the fuck he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He planned it all. But recommend it totally. I'll see this again with people. Grade, I gave it A. It's just something that's unbelievable, and I give it a 10. And people say, "Oh man, you're very fucked up." It's a movie. It was sadistic and fun, but then again, it was like you don't see these kind of films out there. And Uwe Boll, whatever his name, Uwe Boll or whatever his name is, he had some crappy B movies. And people say this is crappy, but that's your opinion. In my opinion, I think it's pretty great, cool. But one of his films I saw was The Final Storm. It sucked ass. But this film blows it away. Well, because it was a different it was a post-apocalyptic kind of story in a way, with storms and this creepy guy. But it's just different. But I just wanted to do this. And it was pretty good. Rampage, definitely going to check out, be looking out for Rampage 2, I think it's called Capital Punishment. And they're already making a third one, because this one came out in 2009. Let's see, Capital Punishment. It came out in 2014, just last year, and they're making a new one in 2016. But be looking out for Rampage, Capital Punishment. Well, I'm STS, and we'll see you again. Peace.